Okay, so you've been looking into making text handling a bit easier, right? And you flag
Mhm.
something pretty interesting. A web app tool focused on regular expressions, regex.
Yeah, rejects.
Let's dive straight in.
Right. So rejects, think of it as a really well-sophisticated way to search for patterns in text. It goes way beyond just simple keyword matching.
Yep.
It lets you define exactly what you're looking for using special characters and sequences like a pattern like D that can find phone numbers precisely.
Exactly. And the source you pointed us to, Gemini Regex Tutor Web App Creation, well, it suggests there's a tool specifically built to help you learn this stuff.
Hmm.
And even maybe help you build these regex patterns. Sounds like it might even, hook into Google Apps somehow.
Yeah, that part's interesting.
So our goal here is pretty simple, really. We want to get our heads around the core idea of this kind of tool and figure out why it could be such a game changer for you.
Well, what's really fascinating, I think, is how something like this could lower the learning curve. Because regex, let's be honest, it can seem pretty daunting at first.
Oh, definitely.
All those, strings of characters that look kind of random, they can be intimidating. Why do you reckon it has that reputation?
It just feels like a different language, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Like
does.
you need to unlock some kind of secret code or something.
Yeah.
And that's precisely where a tutor web app like this could be just so valuable.
Right. Yeah.
Imagine like an interactive space where you see exactly how each little piece of a regex pattern works, maybe in real time.
Exactly. With exercises, maybe, showing you what they do.
Yeah?
And that mention of web app creation, that hints it's dynamic, not just static lessons.
Okay.
You'd likely be able to experiment directly, test patterns on sample text, see if they actually grab what you want them to grab.
That hands-on bit,
Uh,
that's absolutely key to really getting it, I think.
it really is.
Now, okay, the Google Apps integration bit you mentioned,
Mm.
that's where it gets really practical, potentially. What kind of possibilities does that open up?
Well, if you think about how you probably work already, imagine you're in a Google Doc, right? And you need to find every single date formatted, say, January 1st, 2023. And you need to change them all to 2023-0101 across like a huge document.
Yeah. It sounds painful manually.
Exactly. But regex, used right there within Docs, could potentially do that in seconds.
Wow.
And think about Google Sheets, too. You could use it to pull out specific bits of data from really messy text entries in cells, cleaning things up.
Okay, I see. So for you, the listener, the learner,
Yeah.
the potential here is actually pretty significant. This kind of app, especially if it hooks into the Google tools you might already use every day,
Yeah.
just offers a much more accessible way in, doesn't it? To
Mm-hmm.
mastering what's actually a really powerful skill.
Mm.
And that could directly mean, saving time, being more efficient with your daily tasks.
And that brings up a really important question, actually.
Yeah.
How often do you find yourself sort of wrestling with text, manipulating it, where a much more precise search or replace would make a huge difference?
All the time, probably, if you stop and think about it.
Ah.
Cleaning data, pulling out specific info.
Standardizing formats.
Yeah.
Yeah, a tool like this could fundamentally change how you even approach those kinds of challenges.
Absolutely. So the main takeaway here is the likely existence of a pretty user-friendly web app, one designed specifically to teach and help create regular expressions.
Right. With that added bonus potentially of smooth integration with the Google ecosystem you might already be living in.
Yeah.
And for you, that means a chance to really get command over a text processing technique that can automate and simplify just a huge range of tasks without needing to dive deep into, complex programming manuals or memorize really obscure syntax all on your own.
Right.
It's about making that power much more, available.
So maybe just consider this. Think about those everyday tasks where you're manipulating text, searching through documents, cleaning up data you've imported. How might understanding and using a tool like this actually change your whole approach?